Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make this super delicious and super fluffy donut. It is the cookies and cream donut. It is actually an inspiration from the Oreos donut, but it's a little bit different. And if you guys love cookies and cream chocolate, this is an absolutely wonderful recipe for you. And it's so light and so fluffy that you guys have to give this a try. So starting off with the ingredients, here I'm going to use a sifter just to sift all my dry ingredients, and we'll sift my all-purpose flour. And all the measurements and ingredients can be found in the description box down below. And of course, here's the granulated sugar. And we are going to add in our baking powder and a pinch of salt. And the baking powder is going to help give your donut that really nice dome shape over at the top. And the salt is going to really enhance the flavor. So after you're done mixing all the dry ingredients, we are going to start adding our wet ingredients. Here's my whole milk. I recommend whole milk. I'm using vegetable oil. In a separate bowl, we are going to separate our egg whites and egg yolk. And this step is extremely crucial for making a very fluffy and light donut because we are going to whisk our egg whites until it reaches a very cloudy consistency. And this step always reminds me of making macarons when you have to whisk the egg whites. By whisking the egg whites, we are introducing a lot of air, and that is going to help make your donut super fluffy and super soft. So going back to our milk and our vegetable oil and egg yolk, we are going to whisk it so that it's well combined. And we are going to add in our dry ingredients, and we're going to add it bit by bit. I add it in fourths. And with your whisk, we are just going to combine. I personally like to use the whisk more because it introduces a lot more surface area and it helps combine the batter faster, but if you guys have a spatula, you guys are more than welcome to use that. So once it gets thicker in consistency where it seems more like a dough, we are just going to use our spatula just to lightly combine the rest of our ingredients. And definitely remember to scrape the sides of the bowl just so that you guys have everything incorporated and combined. And now we are going to add in our egg whites. And for those who have made macarons before, this step is going to come really naturally. We are just going to fold in the egg whites into our batter, and we are going to fold along the sides. Be sure to not slash the egg whites because you guys still want to keep in the air and the light texture with the batter. But no worries, just keep on folding, and once you get into a relatively even consistency, you guys are ready to go. And this is the light texture that we're looking for. And then with our non-stick baking spray, we are just going to spray 6 inches above from the baking pan, and that is supposed to help us release our donuts relatively easily once it's out of the oven. And with a piping bag, we are going to pipe directly onto the pan with our donut batters. And then we are going to tap the pan just to even out the batter. So I baked these donuts in a preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for approximately 12.5 minutes. And in the meantime, we are going to add in our confection sugar. And then we are also going to add in a little bit of whole milk, and I recommend adding just a little bit at a time, just so that depending on what kind of consistency you guys want, you guys can add more and add less. By adding more milk, it's definitely going to make your glaze a little bit thinner, and if you guys add less milk, it's going to make it thicker. And to create that spotted cookies and cream look, we are just going to crush in 1 Oreo, which is like 2 Oreo shells, and we are going to combine it with our glaze. And this step definitely reminds me of vanilla bean ice cream, and that's my favorite ice cream. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys like vanilla bean or you guys like Oreos. And now after letting these donuts cool, I'm just going to dip them into the glaze, and instead of dipping the other side, I decided to dip the darker side, and it did come out pretty nicely, and I think it tastes just the same. And then with a small Hershey's cookies and cream bar, we are going to break them into smaller pieces, and then we are going to add them directly onto the glaze. And make sure that you guys add this relatively fast after you guys add in the glaze, just so that it could adhere even better. And of course, sometimes I wonder if my cookies and cream donut, I'm eating it because of the donut, or because of the glaze, or because of the chocolate on top. But whatever it is, I'm sure it could taste extremely good. And of course, the more chocolate, the better it is. So yas to all that chocolate. And of course, here's some up close and personal view of the donuts. They look super nice and super yummy. And of course, it is extremely fluffy. Hey Turnips, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy and super delicious recipe on how to make the cookies and cream recipe. And if you guys missed my last video, I've made a taro donut, so you guys can head over there and check it out. And if you guys haven't done so, definitely subscribe to my channel so I can bring more sweetness to your life. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and Facebook, because I have a lot of awesome photos and I would love to see you guys there as well. So see you guys next time.